Good morning, it's the Yellow Rabbit. Just heading down to Rivelin. It's November the 16th, is it? 2025. Going down to take another look at how the autumn's looking down here. It may be a bit different to 2 weeks ago, but it may not. And I'm also taking the opportunity to test my new camera. This is a DJI Action 5. We've had a lot of rain lately, so try not to fall over with my new camera. To see how it looks compared to the older one that I was using a couple of weeks ago.
Hello.
Morning. Well, afternoon, I think. Yeah. Well, it's a cold day today. It's a Monday early afternoon. It's about 6 degrees, I think, out. Not the best weather, but I thought I'd come down, take a look at the river, because after all the torrential rain we had Friday last week, I suspect the river's going to be quite high at the moment, which will be interesting, because when I did the summer series here, the river was very, very low. Oh, but I wish it was as warm. Got some sunshine today though. Now I had kind of expected all the leaves to have turned red and gold and, you know, all those different hues, but they seem to have gone from yellow to a, well, paler and not darker. So in terms of autumn colour, well, so this camera is a DJI Osmo Action 5 Pro Adventure Kit. I got special offer on Amazon. It's got a very good reputation for vlogging, so I'm giving it a try. This camera doesn't need a separate, I forgot what they're called, the thing that keeps smartphones steady. Gimbal, because it's got something called rock steady stabilization built into it, which is apparently extremely good, but we'll see when I edit this video. Oh, it's cold. So yeah, back in the summer you could walk across the riverbed at this point. It's certainly a little bit fuller, the river, just near the site of Little London Wheel, and it's looking very swampy around here. Something tells me I should get some waterproof shoes. Something tells me that. I'll tell you what I'm looking forward to doing, and that's my series on the other Sheffield rivers, which I'm going to do from next spring. Got the River Sheaf walk to do all the way out to Dore and Totley. See if we can track down any of those old industrial water wheel sites. and the River Don, of course, and where it joins the Loxley and the Rivelin in Maiden Bridge. We'll trace that all the way into town and see if we can find any of those old water wheel sites on that river. So that's all coming up next year. It's really too muddy to do much before the spring now, so that's why I plan to do Sheffield city centre, which is coming up quite soon. I'm literally going to do the whole city centre, street by street, with lots of then and now stuff, because I've noticed other YouTubers are doing that. And as I put in a post, Sheffield changes so quickly. If you don't film something, then a couple of months later the building's been demolished, so gonna have to get there. That is on the cards. If you're watching my summer series on the Rivelin Valley, you'll know how kind of different it all looks. If you haven't watched it yet, you'll find there's a playlist called the Rivelin Valley Summer Journal, so check it out. This doesn't look summery. I mean, it's not as stark as midwinter, and there's still some green on the trees. Here we are at Holme Head Wheel. That was a lot more overgrown in the summer. And this is why in the late autumn and winter it's best to see the remains of the water wheel sites. And there's the river crossing that I dedicated a whole episode to, because I wanted to find out. It's all overgrown now, the other side. When you watch the series, you'll find out what happened over there. If you want to know the history of this area, to some extent, you'll find some clues in my Rivelin Summer Journal series. Although, if you want to go into it in depth, now that's a different kettle of fish. Well, I don't think I'm going over those stepping stones today. Oh, can we have the summer back? I love filming down here in the summer. And the river was a lot quieter because it wasn't nearly as full as it is now. It's kind of like a torrent. Definitely not up for a swim. Not today. Wonder if we're going to see any joggers today. Any excuse to say park life. I would so love to shoot a feature film down here, you know, with actors and things, and a script. It's just such amazing lighting. One of my favourite locations in Rivelin down here. Autumnal. Tranquil, the song by the Kinks, Autumn Almanac, is coming to mind, which kind of paints a picture of the colours of autumn. This, I think, is about the only sunny day we're going to get this week. From what I heard on the weather, could even get a bit of snow tomorrow and Wednesday. So when I'm going to start my city centre shoot, don't know for sure yet. But I've got to test the camera fully. There we have, of course, the famous Rivelin chair. There was a huge tree log washed up. It's still there, actually. You can see it just in front of the tree. When we had the torrential rain last Friday, this must have been absolutely raging. By the way, if you haven't checked out my radio station, it's mixcloud.com/retro-records. I'm on the air most days, playing every UK top 40 chart ever. So far done 1952 to, well, the last couple of weeks now of 1999. Gonna have a bit of a millennium party later this week. That kind of sounds so strange in 2025. New dam. Swim, anyone? I kind of almost expected that to be full of water again after all the rain that we had. But I bet it's soggy down there. Not going to try it. I'm definitely looking forward to doing the other Sheffield rivers. You know, for the sunshine, you could get away with thinking or even pretending that it might be spring, but it isn't. It's mid-November. If you want to know more detail about all these places I'm filming now, as I said, check out my Rivelin Valley Summer Journal series, because I go through all the water wheel sites one by one and explore what's left of them in a fair amount of detail. So if you are a Rivelin Valley fan, check them out. This camera is a lot more simpler to use than the gimbal with the smartphone, because sometimes that particular Sony phone didn't talk to the gimbal via Bluetooth. It wouldn't stop and start. I had to reboot it all the time. So this hopefully will make the process a lot easier. Oh, despite the cold, it's still nice down here. Hello, squirrel. I like the fact this camera has both a front screen and a back screen. Which is extremely useful for just swivelling around. Rivelin Valley Playground now, just walking through the park. Oh, do I want a bacon sandwich in the cafe? What does the team think? Good lighting with the sort of low winter sun and all the contrasts. I love long shadows. Oh, do I want a bacon sandwich? So we're at Spooner's Wheel, known today of course as Rivelin Park Cafe. Shall I? Shall I? Just take a quick look at the river. You know, I think I will. Well, I had a bacon sandwich and a coffee at the cafe. You know, I need to do more walking down here. Not as fit as I was in the summer. So this is Roscoe Bank, just off Stallington Road. I'm walking back home. Very pleasant walk in the valley. You know, I'm wondering if it's actually going to get any more autumnal in terms of colour, or whether that's really it for this year. In the past I've walked on, driven along this road, and all the trees have had red and gold leaves. It's been magnificent, but it doesn't happen every year like that. As I said, this video is more about a camera test than doing something groundbreaking and new. Just taking the Action 5 for a test run, as it were. Because when I start filming in town, I'm not going to want to be stopping and messing about with settings. Just want to press a button and go, as it were. But I've set it up according to various YouTube guides on how to set the video up for the best cinematic footage. So we'll see how it looks. I'm shooting in 4K at 30 frames per second, if things like that are of interest. Gotta shoot in 4K. Gotta be future proof. I love these cottages. Now they've been there. Yeah, they've been there a long time. In fact, they were there when all the old water wheels were working down here. But as you can see, Rivelin Valley is a really beautiful part of the world. Always worth a look. Now, as I said in the series, I explored lots of these footpaths in my summer journal video series. So those are these footpaths. This is Roscoe Plantation Rivelin Valley footpath. Goes all the way down to the river. So no shortage of different places to tread. Roscoe Bank leading to Fairbarn Road. That blue sky, it really does look summery, doesn't it? But it's deceptive. Now, when you get a new camera, there's all kinds of things you've got to work out. I've no idea how long this battery lasts. I've no idea how long it will take to fill this SD card. So it's all a learning curve. Beautiful day, just cold. So that's it for this camera test. I may change some of the settings, but I need to get to know it before I embark on any more video series. The city centre project is the one I'm doing next. So, Yellow Rabbit saying bye for now. Catch you later.